Alrighty, howdy, hey there folks, hope you're doing well today, hope you're doing amazing today. We got ourselves some Elden Ring here in front of us, and we're just going to be basically doing some casual any percent speed running, but randomized in this case, and probably in all seriousness, this is just going to probably amount to like maybe 1-2 runs here in like the next couple of days here. I'm doing this here today primarily because trying to figure out my time frame and everything. I figured, hey, you know what, we just got off an Elden Ring binge. Why not extend that binge just a teensy bit longer here? You know, all the good stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and keep that binge rolling off of a randomizer here. And yeah, that's pretty much the through line for today. So yeah, go ahead and get yourselves comfy, cozy, and all that magic. I am sorry, as always, when I am streaming at an earlier time frame than I normally do. I know it definitely is a bit of a throw for what I normally go for. But, ooh, Rogier's Rapier starts at +8, and also this has Milady on it. That's not a bad way. Only problem with those is that, actually, I might have the setting already turned on for it, but in this case, at least when it comes to smithy weapons, if the setting is not turned on, smithy weapons in a randomizer setting, I mean, like, Rogier's Rapier fucks, it's really damn good, but only problem with it is the fact that if it is normal upgrade path, I mean, obviously smithy stones already take a lot of effort, but if this is not or normal upgrade path, or not affected, then that's even worse in like the long run. So we pretty much have Rogier's to work off of for a while, but it won't be a permanent while. So all that to be said, essentially, just so I could review the rest of the weapons here. Don't really think that's it. No. Nah, I mean, the weapon itself is not bad, but it's not one I think I want to go for right now. Arguably, probably not the smartest route. Interesting. So they did do that, didn't they? They patched the size of the lion's head down. Because I could have sworn I remember like patch 1.0 of the DLC coming out. The head was fucking massive. Like, genuinely massive. So I'm pretty confident. Okay, you know what? In that case, I guess we're going with this. Let's see here. I kind of have to keep it relatively smart on what I'm going to ultimately pick, because in my case, I am out of practice. So for me to just say, oh, I'm going to pick the hardcore shit and go off of that. No, that's absolutely not going to float very well for us. It's not quite Markiplier, but honestly, I think we're going to mark this man up just a teensy-weensy bit in honor of the fact that a new trailer for Iron Lung came out not too long ago here. Honestly, it's pretty cool seeing Markiplier's project come through on fruition as best as it has. It is really nice. That feels very Wilfordy. Yeah, that feels arguably pretty Wilfordy. My man does not have any white hairs in that lustrous pink hair, of course, obviously. And the good news is I more or less have this designed already after a Wilford Wharf stash, so we can just kind of Wilford our Wharf. And I think that's not too bad. Cool. Alright. Wow, dyslexia is kicking in hard today, apparently. Bubidza. I feel like Wharfstash would be spelt with an extra bit of sh in there, just because of how it's said, but of course that's too many character spaces. That makes sense. Ah, it's already too many characters. Okay, understandable. Well, I guess in this case we're getting Wilford Wharf, because I don't want it to be like a half-assed version of Wilford Wharfstash. I'd prefer it either be the Wharfstash himself, or a fucking Wharf in this case. So, cool. Either way, we're going to see how this goes. In all seriousness, I'm probably not going to be amazing. I probably highly doubt I would be. I'm definitely still mostly out of practice. So, like, good chance that I'm not doing absolutely kick-ass stuff here today, but we'll see how it goes. All right, remove the top stuff because, frankly, we have a beautiful, beautiful boy on our hands. Oh, cool! We actually start with 2 pickled Foulfoots. That's actually not bad. I didn't realize they were generous like that. Damn. 2 pickled Foulfoots. That's a pretty long carry, like for the most part, at least. Okay, all right. I mean, I'm not really looking to fight these lads anyways, so... Alright, there we go. Because obviously fighting them is just slow, and we don't need slow, we need fast. So with a +8, honestly, we might be able to just kind of go and send it for like one of our first bosses already. We probably could. I did turn off most or all the mods in this case right now, because I think when we get back into it and actually use mods again, I'm probably going to want to use something a little different and a little new to what we used the last time here. Yeah, with the Catgirl run done, I don't really want to have more Catgirl stuff immediately for it. We'll figure out some new costume bits and everything, I'm sure. I am having fun with it. I would be lying to myself to say I'm not having fun with it, so. Alright, beautiful. Oh, and in all seriousness, we're probably not going to end up, more than likely, I'm not really practiced in any major capacity. Vari's got his tits out, understandable, as all grown men should. We must always have our tits out, of course. Yes, beautiful. But I mean, like, in terms of randomizer speedrunning purposes and everything, we could kind of just ignore what would usually be the standard for these runs, which is running around literally everywhere hoping to find a really decent weapon as quickly as possible. We do probably want to check Kale's store just to see what he has on hand, because if Kale has something really good... Okay, and a Somber 1 off rip, that's not bad. Dagger Talisman doesn't suck. Plenty of tears. Everything else here is kind of mediocre, at least for now, but I'll still get the grace since there's a decent chunk of shit that he's selling that is actually pretty useful, so... Really don't need this singular item pull, but I'm not fucking regretting it. Oh my goodness, that's a really good talisman to get off rip. It's a pretty decent one, at least. Like, it could have been so much worse, but the fact that we got a multi-hit talisman on a multi-hit weapon is, you know, is kind of the bread for the butter in this case. So, can't complain. DLC enemies already, understandable. I just have to hope that he doesn't immediately melt my butthole. Okay, good news is I don't really see him, so we should, in theory, be fine. In theory. I do like doing speedruns through randomizers, though, just because, like, there's a certain level of, like, I don't know, like, it's a completely different ballpark of what you're overall dealing with, and I do find a lot of enjoyment out of that. Alright, so probably what we'll do is we'll get Torrent, of course, obviously, that's why we're here.
Have you heard of they, sir, but I can play turning to 80, you need to the foot. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath. Use it will Torrent, treat him with...
Alright, there we go. Not really a firm purpose as to why we did the save quit there, but we are working off of in-game time at the end of the day, so there is that. Do that, and then turkey legs can go right here. Beautiful. What the fuck? I just had Torrent Ring equipped. Thanks, game. Thank you very much. Dwelling arrows, black key bolts, neither of those are useful unless for some weird reason we get like super duper love luck, like absolute perfect luck to make a lunar crossbow happen or something like that. I think it's a lunar crossbow that has multi-shot on it, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not, then, I mean, fair enough, but, like, still. Alright, kind of a useless get, but fair enough. Probably what we'll do here... Get this Grace regardless, just because it's good to have it. We're gonna go spot check our first boss, I think, immediately, just because, for all it's worth right now, yeah, we don't have, like, anything in levels. But we do have a +8 weapon on our hands already, and that +8 weapon can just push out some very schnasty levels of poise damage, just because of how it works. So, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, please, sir, do not touch my penis. I do not appreciate that, bear. I don't appreciate that very much. Oh. Alright, what's it gonna be? Oh, okay, Malekith. I mean... Here's the thing. Malekith can fuck me up, and probably will fuck me up. But I think we can grind him out. I think it's more than possible for us to grind him out. Unless he decides to run away like a big scaredy cat, of course. Okay, understandable. Thank you, Malekith. You know, I thought that stagger would exist in there somewhere, but apparently I was wrong. There it is. Okay, cool. Staggerino, beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen him follow up like that, admittedly. Okay, not good. Okay, fair enough. You know what, honestly, should I have played better? Honestly, yeah, that is the through line here. But still, the point stands. Like, honestly, if I had just not sucked a little bit more, that would have just been a fight that we could have just completely killed. But instead, I didn't do that, and I died, which is always entertaining. Admittedly, this just kind of becomes a little bit of an annoying-ass time loss. Just because now I don't have to go run around, but I probably should for the sake of the argument now. Just because, it already went poorly. There's no reason for me to give a run back that would otherwise take even more time. I probably should have done that to begin with anyways. Just because I start with a great weapon, doesn't mean I don't have literally no fucking health. So, there's that. Alright. Ignore our boy Bernie for just another minute here. Ice Rind Hatchet. That's not a bad weapon, all things considered. I just really need some money. More than anything, money. Black Wolf Mask. Somber 2. Smithy 1, okay, cool. Not really a whole lot in terms of cash, admittedly. Still mostly just needing cash, but it's hopefully fine. Unless Bernie's selling something that's, like, stupidly amazing, which is possible. Alright, Bernie, give me something good, buddy. He's got Rot Grease, which I can say Rot Grease is not a bad get. Everything else here, though. Honestly, I can't say it's worth it to buy anything off of him right now. Most of what he's selling, unfortunately, is just kind of secondary crap that would improve some aspects, but not all aspects. I don't really think I get a lot out of going up top, so I think I'm just going to avoid going up top. I think there's, what, the one chest here. You know, admittedly, when I whistle for Torrent, I normally expect Torrent to appear, but sure, whatever you say, game. I don't really think the Alexander check results in a whole lot, but, I mean, I'm still gonna do it anyways. It doesn't take me a whole lot of time. There we go.
Oh, that's... Well, I... Wait, I see it now. Humans all lose their wits eventually. Then there's nothing left to say, except... I am this Alexander. Great warrior.
Awesome. Okay, that was pretty much dirt slow, but fine. And was it worth my time? A pile of holy grease. Okay, alright. I mean, it does benefit me. Nah, I'll get the grace that's closer to the other grave sites. As long as, you know, the game doesn't crash, of course. If the game crashes, then GG's. I mean, it's kind of a thing that just is more or less likely going to happen whenever you're randomizing. It's just one of those things. Regardless of whatever he's selling, now would probably be a good time for me to sell off some of this crap. There we go. Okay, 2 golden seeds. Can't complain. Ooh, Rakshasa's great katana. Wait, that does not suck if I remember correctly. And it's dirt cheap, too. That's actually a pretty good get. Okay, alright, you got my intrigue. Everything else there is kind of mediocre, but I forget if Rakshasa's is a somber weapon. If it's a somber, then admittedly, that's actually probably better. Because at least then we will be able to pivot into that at some point here. Admittedly, if it had been the dragon katana, then that would have been super duper cooking. But we'll take what we got right now. Wait, it's time for Melina again? Wait, really? This is a Melina grace? I don't remember this being... Okay, sure, fuck it. I guess we'll get round table early. I mean, it's possible I'll get something really good out of round table. Worst case scenario, too, on Rakshasas is that we find something just better than it. And the fact of the matter is at least for right now, that's not a time waste of any variety, considering we haven't really spent a lot on it.
And explore so that one ensuring by the way, you are well.
Alright, vendors matter a little too much every single time. Grail's Roar, nothing here. Nothing I want. Bloodflame Blade and Black Flame probably would have been 2 things I would have wanted ultimately, but he wasn't selling either of them, so does not matter. I mean, the Stone Sword key is dirt cheap, so I guess I'll pick that one up. Sure. Everything else here is kind of mediocre as fuck, though, for right now. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just do the warp. It was my bad. I know what I'm doing when it comes to warping. I'm fucking out of practice, as always. Okay, I guess D did not get the message. Or Dialos did not get the message. You know, it seems like a kind of thing that he would do, admittedly, to show up without pants. Okay, somber. Ooh, somber. And what is our dex requirement of 27? Shit. Okay, so we'd have to really pump some dex in order to make that bad boy work. But I don't hate that concept, admittedly. So, okay, alright. A little out of practice with my button presses. Why do I even have the shield on my back now that I think about it? Alright, do that. Dex is actually already at 17, so honestly, I mean, I'm not going to overdo it right now, because Vigor probably is a little bit more key to us. But it does mean Rakshasas is actually not terribly far off for us in the grand scheme of things. So we'll probably go back to Summon Water, go hit the extra graveyards, 2 of them, 3 of them actually, right over here. We have the one right over by Height. We have the one that's right over off of this hill, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, wait, no, those 2 might be the exact same ones that I'm thinking of right now, so fair enough. I don't really need the Albineric Shield, because I'm not really parrying at the moment. Yeah, I can't really make a firm argument to have that on me right now. Lanius Greaves, a little useless, but fair enough. Serpent Crest, and Letta's Sword. Okay. Everything we got there, I mean, most of that was... Wow. Yeah, wow, my button presses were so fucking... That was bad. That was just bad. Watching me try to save quit there probably was like literal crust on crust. I'm not even gonna hold it. Like that was just bad. I might be able to drop down somewhere from like right over here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, never mind. That's a bit more of a fall than I can handle. That's also a bit more of a fall than I can handle right now. Awesome. Good start. Very... God damn it, very good. Awesome. This is what I get for being... I don't want to blame this on doing more variety of shit, but like also to a certain extent, like the fact of the matter is now that I'm doing a wider variety overall on a consistent basis, I do think I end up running more consistently into this issue of being out of practice with other games. Definitely a what is the phrase here? Jack of all, master of none kind of thing. There we go. Okay, 3 poison grease. Can't say I care that much. Alright, please be a remembrance. That's not a remembrance, that's armor! Okay, cool. Smithy 3. Actually, that's Smithy 3. If the system is set up for single stones, that'll get me up to my +9 on this rapier.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the... Goodness gracious, lost.
There we go. Height sent to an early grave. Two Smithy 1s, not that I fucking need them, but cool, sure, whatever. Wait. Wait. I'm looking at this now. Wait. Rogier's rapier... What the fuck? That's not... That's not a +8. What the fuck? Wait, what? That's not how that's supposed to work. Did they change how it functions? I guess they might have... I guess they might have changed how it functions in the randomizer. Do I get anything useful? Okay, that's fucking DLC bear. Please don't immediately aggro to me and ruin my butthole. I heard the growl. He might still come collecting. Sacred tier. Okay, cool. They might have changed how it works. Which, admittedly, means that Rogier's rapier is not quite as saucy of a weapon as I once thought it to be, or at least in this certain circumstance. Huh? I mean, the Glintblade Phalanx Ash of War is still really fucking good. Right. Honestly, of the choices I could have made there for myself, I had to choose the one that was going to make it so I could live longer. And playing around and betting on whether or not that tail swipe is going to hit you is not one way to stay alive longer. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? With that info in mind, at least, I guess technically speaking, I don't need to prioritize as much use of the Rogier's rapier. Although it also means now that I probably do kind of need to think about the fact that, hey, how many stones do I have? And do I have enough to get this bad boy leveled up? Currently, it could get up to a plus 4. I need more Smithy 2s, which I think the merchant that we didn't think we needed his stones from might have had those, actually. So, okay. Alright. Shit. A little frustrating, but it's not that bad. Alright, so key items, like, specifically, like, Dectus Half, should still be exactly where it should be in this case. So we should expect the Dectus Half to still be within this building. Which is good, because I'm going to need to come back here for it anyways. Probably, at least. But we'll just keep that in mind, at least. Alright, so I guess right now, for the most part, it's really just about collecting piles of items and hoping for the best. Alright, more Smithy 4s, large club. Little bit of cash money, which is nice, but not really enough to make up a difference. I would say, with our dex being as high as it is, we are going to probably end up pivoting into Rakshasa's Great Katana, just because that is DLC, it's somber, and as far as I can remember, it is a really good weapon. I don't think it's still quite as good as the Dragon Katana, but, I mean, we'll take what we can get. Alright, there we go. Head on down this way. We did just end up getting a couple more Smithy 2s, which is nice. So I guess, in a way, we could probably end up using that stuff. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, we got an actual remembrance. I'm not going to pop it yet, because I'm either going to death abuse, or I'm going to end up... I might end up dying at some point here. It's very likely. I'm trying to think, do I head up the mountainside here, or do I keep going down the hill? Because there's not really a fast side of Grace here. I mean, I guess there's... Well, I guess there's this one. I could hit up this side of Grace, go check the merchant at the top, and if the merchant has something good, we'll keep it. If the merchant has nothing good, we'll just immediately warp out. But... Actually, this might be an instance where I do a death or a rune loss abuse. We'll see. We'll see. I do typically pick up a whole bunch of items on my routes, regardless of whether or not I'm ever going to use them. Just purely off the basis of, like, as much as of a low chance as it is, there is still a chance that I end up finding something completely worth my time, and every single time I say that's usually worth it. Okay, cool. I got the bell bearing. Dog murdered me. That's fine. Wasn't really planning on the dog, but hey, fuck it. I mean, it worked out exactly the way I needed it to, so. Alright, there we go. Cool. Now I can go down this way, go hit up this graveyard, and I think we're about to hit that point, more or less, in Caelid, where we don't really need to continue running around in Caelid. For the most part, at least. Really? Okay, cool. I guess we're dealing with these fuckers. Alright, can I please get up, please? Thank you. Alright, 2 legendaries here. Doesn't necessarily mean jack dick for me. Yeah, because it could literally just be 2 fucking legendary swords. Can I move? Please? Thank you. Like, if I die in, like, the next couple of seconds, it doesn't really matter that deeply. So, you know. This is fine. It's just, in this case, more than anything, just about making sure that we collect as many items as possible. Otherwise, it's pretty much just a waste of time at that point. Okay, cool. Alright, that has been done. I've already looted a good chunk of what I can find over here, so I think we're kind of good to go there. Let's go back to Table of Grace. See what we can get done just a little bit more here. Kind of questioning now whether or not I keep up with Rogier's, or if I pivot off of that for the time being. We could maybe Ice Rind Hatchet on Malekith. That's not a terrible idea. Does that give me any stats? No, it does not. None of that gives me stats. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's go back to Malekith and see if we can get through with just Ice Rind Hatchet, I guess. Base Ice Rind's not exactly kicking a whole lot of ass, but it might potentially push us over. We'll see. Oh, right. Yes, there was this. 30k, and then we have an extra 3k in the back pocket. Okay. I mean, it might be a little bit stupid to have done that in that way, but, like, also at the same time, we just got ourselves probably one of the better weapons in the game. So, I can't complain. You know, that does seem very Malekith. That does seem very Malekith. Admittedly, maybe armor is just not going to happen for me right now. Maybe. I mean, I could also just go upgrade the fucking weapon, like the 2 or 3 times that I could literally do right now. Yeah. Up to a +2, literally, if I just go do this right now. So maybe just go fucking do that. Maybe. I don't think I have any... I haven't seen any access to any other, like, +3s or 4s yet, so that's frustrating, but we'll hopefully find them. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Probably gotta get a little bit better about the menuing. Just a teensy bit better about it. At least in terms of, like, the moving around the inventory in order to pick up the exact kit and caboodle. What does this make me? It takes increased damage. Okay. admittedly, kind of thought I could sidestep the very first one of those, but I was wrong. Maybe I should just try playing better, though. Just a teensy bit better. It might be a better idea. We'll see. We'll see. Nah, I don't need that talisman. Fuck that talisman. Okay. Overall, pretty good damage. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, the investment was definitely a whole lot to make this bad boy happen, but also at the same time, I'm pretty confident now we just have our weapon for the run. Like, I don't think I reasonably need to put any more points into dexterity for damage. I could probably just leave it exactly as is and just be satisfied with it. So I think I'm probably going to do that just for the sake of the argument. There we go. Mostly health. Need to pretty much just make sure that I can offset my my new weapon.
It's tight. The guard you breached. But of course.
Okay, activate that. Alright, run around real quickly, collect the 2 items that are chilling here. Crimson Amber Medallion, that actually is a pretty good get. It's the first level of it, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's a medallion that just gives me more health. Like, that's not a bad get. Alright, Gostok does need to die because Gostok, well, he might give me some extra kit and caboodle. But I'll save murdering him until after whatever my my Godric replacement is. Scimitar, and I have yellow. Okay. Nothing of genuine use. I guess to be fair, while I'm running around like this, I could probably take the weapon off. Considering having the weapon equipped just means I take more damage. Okay, put myself in an unnecessary risk spot there. Very cool. Okay, if I could just find a single Smithy 3, or Somber 3, then I'd be cooking. If I could find a Somber 3 and a Somber 4, then we're up to a Somber 5 at that point, and a Somber 5 this early on, especially with it being Rakshasas, yeah, we'd kind of be cooking at that point. This is not going to be anything of use. Ignore that grace for the first time in a blue moon. Not sure why I'm doing that, but I don't know. Alright, cool. I'm gonna ignore the shit out of that, because that looks like a dangerous little hellhole waiting to happen. Okay, there we go. Unequip that, re-equip Rakshasas. Go ahead and get myself the Grace, since probably need to be at least a little bit safe here. Just a little bit. Alright, here's hoping bleed boss. Okay, cool. Margit, I can handle Margit. Little out of his element here today. Did not mean to immediately crit him like that, but sure, we'll take it. Ow. Cool. Not the stagger, and put his ass in the grave. Beautiful. Alright, that's another sacred tier. Gorgeous. Like this. Alright. Go ahead and do this. Level up. Kill Gostock real quickly here.
What happened? Oi! What's it to you? Step back, you she's tarnished.
Beautiful. Absolutely popped his ass in the grave.
I can do.
I think... I'm trying to think here on what our next stopping point is. Actually, I'm trying to think here of whether or not we actually deal with Liurnia good and proper, or if Liurnia is literally just a run-through point. Because it might actually just be a run-through point for us. We might actually end up going and doing the skip into Radahn's arena in this case. And I believe that should be a grape. One of the Shabriri grapes, because I would believe that's a key item that should be exactly where you would expect it to be. Alright, I'm not going to get that one yet. Instead, I'm going to go here real quickly, collect this item. Beautiful. How am I doing overall, I wonder, in-game time? This has been full of scuffed crap, admittedly, honestly. So, the fact that we're 35 minutes in, and, like, we're done with our first Remembrance boss. Again, really don't need standard smithies. I'd prefer ultimately to not end up with better setup for normal smithies. I would prefer that.
Surprised no matter. Why don't? Oh, but don't.
Alright, please, that is not what I'm looking for. Okay, thank you, big man. Everything else here is kind of shit, so no. That's not doing it. Okay, cool. Alright, then in that case, we need to go back to Gatefront, start heading the opposite direction, start making our way down towards, in this case, towards Fort Height. Hopefully find something of use in Fort Height. Please don't start attacking me, dog. Actually, I'm gonna ignore that extra item because lifting the crate open, that does take more time. Okay, so as it stands right now, we had have a +5. If we get our 3 and our 4, we're already up to a +5 on Rakshasas, which is definitely cooking.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out?
Awesome. Not really useful, but hey, sure, fuck it, we'll take it. Soiled loincloth, of course, that's exactly what my run was needing. Alright, there we go. Cool. Again, I gotta remember to unequip Rakshasas whenever I'm not having to deal with it. I wonder if I offhand it, if it will still cause its issues for me. It is totally possible. Another Somber 2. Okay, cool. One more graveyard to take things through, luckily, and I can hope that that last graveyard has at least another Remembrance, or something of high value. Otherwise, we're essentially just making our way around for the deck dishalves now. Chance for Remembrance. Godfrey Icon. Okay. Not, okay, really? Can we not? Okay. Alright, still a chance that it's in there. I hate to say. Poison Mist. That would be useful in a context. Unfortunately, this is just not the fucking context for it to be useful. Shit! Fucking sniped! Oh, hey, look at that! We found the turtle and the two-headed oh my god, dude, stop. Holy shit. We get it. You're fucking him. You are John Wick the Golem. Jesus. Oh my god. It's gonna cause PTSD at this rate. Oh my god. Fucking sniped my ass out of the air. Did he have to do that? Oh wait, I just realized. I think the randomizer removes the need to say yes or no to whether or not you want to upgrade your flask. You just fucking do it. I don't think I ever fully fucking got why that would ever be a portion of the prompt. It does not make any logical sense. Awesome. Cool. Okay, maybe we can get it the second time. There we go. That's what we love to see. Alright, ignore the crafting kit, because I'm pretty confident the crafting kit is still a crafting kit. Okay, kill that. Beautiful. Cookbook. I don't really know what the cookbook means for us, but fuck it. Actually, you know what? I think I have to kill this guy for the sake of... because his aggro will get in my way. Okay. 48k on me right now. Leveling up is 6600. If I can squeak out enough for one level, that would be nice, but I'm not gonna concern myself with it terribly much. Especially considering I'm about to run into Fort Faroth. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might cover my cost exactly. It's probably a bigger time sink to do this in this way, but whatever. Also my flask upgrade, so nice. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Not a whole lot of actual use out of Fort Faroth here, other than the obvious, like, getting the deck dishalf. Once we get done getting the deck dishalf here, we'll probably end up doing the skip into Radon Arena to go find out what our Radon replacement is. And if it's useful, if it's not a bad time, then we'll probably just end up doing the Radon fight. Okay, there you go. Jeez, okay. At this rate, honestly, I might as well just be like, and hello, welcome to my very first Elden Ring playthrough. I've never played this game before. Fucking El Bozo Bambino ass moves, I swear. Oh. It's not that terribly deep by any measure of the means. It's just kind of funny because like these are things I would otherwise, I don't think I would ever normally fail this horribly bad on certain aspects, but it sure has been feeling that way. Is there an item here? There is an item here. Okay, what do we got? Just absolute shit. Okay, my favorite. Also, apparently. There we go. Sorry about that. Fucking... Alright, is this gonna be a tier? No, it's not gonna be a tier. Dried bouquet, isn't that... Oh, whoops, I forgot to put on the... that seems fitting for me. Yeah, spirits are affected by it. Okay. So useless. Essentially useless, because summons almost never happen on runs like these. +2 Rakshasa Katana against whatever is in Radahn's arena. Surely it can't be bad, right? Surely. Surely. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. Not many hit points to our name, nothing like that. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's completely cool. I mean, for all it's worth, there is a chance it actually is a completely fair and easy fight. And it's something that we can kind of just cake out, frankly. So, you know, maybe. Maybe I might just get away with it. No tier upgrades yet. Or flask upgrades yet. Star Scourge, Gideon Ofnir. Oh, Gideon Ofnir? Wait, actually, wait. This could be fine. Oh, Remembrance of a God and a Lord. Okay. Alright, we got some free monies. Summon the lads. Gideon Ofnir's not ready for the entire fucking party. Is that... Who's just slow rolling it in here? Okay, what the fuck? Why is bro just... Come on, dude. Fuck ass. Okay, mildly terrified of a Gideon Ofnir in this arena. Yep, there's a good reason to be terrified of him. At least a little bit. Like, it's totally possible to do this, I think. Because, like, at least... Well, assuming that all the NPCs show up for the fight. Assuming that much. Then, I mean, as long as we're bleed procking the shit out of him and whatnot, then yeah, this should be fine. This should be reasonable enough. Let's summon all the lads. Everybody gets summoned. Any more items out there in the waste? I think there was, right? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, please be semi-useful. In a context, yeah, sure, yeah, that's useful. Do you slow-ass motherfuckers... Getting a little annoyed. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Bozo. Hey, Mamba, how you doing today, buddy? It's good seeing you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're just having a little bit of fun, question mark. Okay, there we go. Now they're aggroed. Now they want to throw hands. Only thing that makes this mildly terrifying is that it's Gideon Ofnir, who will probably one-shot me in all circumstances right now. Yeah, like that. Like that, yeah. God damn it. It doesn't help that the NPCs are slow as shit. It really doesn't help me, the fact that they're being slow assholes the entire way through. I think I need to pivot. I think I think I need to pivot, maybe. Because I don't have anything stronger than Rakshasas on me right now, and unfortunately Rakshasas is only at a +2. Fuck. I'm gonna give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, then we're just gonna have to go fucking, I don't know. Maybe Renala? Maybe Renala at that point. I don't know. I'm gonna ignore the NPCs for right this minute, though. Maybe I can try and summon spots that are closer to the actual fight. You know, assuming that the summons on top of the hill here are actually useful. Getting Thorlina and somebody else. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, like, I knew he had it. I knew he had the buff. It's just, it's so fucking fortunate. Maybe I could try and ride all the way around him and see about getting... This is pretty much what would kill a run. Like, honestly, like, if it weren't for the fact that this run is more or less just a gimmicky, like, I'm just doing this for funsies kind of run anyways, that would have killed the run, along with, like, multiple other things, obviously, but still. Great Horn Truck Off. I think Lionel was fine. I'm gonna try to sneak up on... No, I think he already sees me. Finger Maiden Thorlina. I mean, she's not exactly helping a whole lot, but I'll still take her. Oh my god. Gideon and his fucking, like, every attack murders the piss out of me. Thorlina, I'm not saying you need to try maybe a little bit harder here for me, but, like, a little bit harder for me, please. That was so cool. I love the fact that the spear's delayed even after their timing is roughly about on pace. You know, it's roughly about the pacing that you would expect the spears to come out at. But no, it's fucking Gideon Ofnir, you fucking asshole. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this arena. I'm going to fucking get trapped if I just keep doing this back and back and back and forth. It's literally not getting any better. Unfortunately. And it really just kind of comes down to the fact that, like, the fucking Somber Luck has been piss. If the Somber Luck weren't piss right now and I had my +5 on Rakshasas, then you know what, I probably would stick around and I probably would be able to cook the old man. Probably. Gideon is an easy boss when you fight him, but you're slightly underleveled, then you're cooked. No, that's really it. If you come into Gideon's fight with anything less than slightly better shit than whatever he has, it's one of the worst fights in the game. Hands down. It is just an awful time. He is no fun to fight. Every single time you fight him, you either fight him with the gimmick of all gimmicks, which is just crouch poking, or you just fucking get cooked. It's honestly, it's why Gideon just shouldn't be in the game. Or at least he shouldn't be in the game the way that he is. I really will never get to this day why FromSoft said, let's just make NPCs that are actual, like, boss fights, instead of giving NPCs reasonable... What's funny, too, is you literally see an example of an NPC boss fight earlier in the game that does kind of work, and that's the Mimic fight. Because the Mimic fight is fine. The Mimic fight, it happens, it spawns more or less based off of your kit and your caboodle, as well as your own, like, hit points and everything. It does get one flask to use, but it's reasonable enough because you're not cutting through 20,000 hit points. You're cutting through an amount of hit points that more or less equates to what you currently have, which makes that's a fair enough fight. But, you know, it's getting off near. And then they said, hey, but what if we did that again, but like 3 times over in the DLC? Oh, did I say 3? I actually meant like 8 times over. My bad. What if we just overdid it in the DLC? And then they did. And here we are. Okay, so I did get a Somber 4 there. I still need a Somber 3. The thing is like, I probably could, in fact, crouch poke him to death. I probably could. I could probably get away with that more or less easily. Do I want to have to do that? No. Alright, because I don't want to miss a whole lot of progress here, because shit goes really, really bad, really, really fast in this game. I'm gonna get that grace, just in case. Is that a death dragon? It is a death dragon, okay, cool. Alright, that is definitely not a fight I'm going to be putting myself in front of. Please be a remembrance? Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. Swap out to a little bit more armor overall. Do that. Put on the Milady, since the Milady will kind of keep my ass, like, a little bit safer. Okay, that was... Jesus Christ, he just came out of nowhere. The amount of fun you have in an NPC boss fights depends on whether or not you use a Mimic. The biggest problems, though, with, like, NPC boss fights is that, I don't know, it kind of essentially tries to have its cake and eat it too at the same time. And, like, it just doesn't work with NPCs, because NPCs, they have shit in their kits that otherwise is just kind of bullshit. It's just kind of bullshit what they do on an average day basis. Okay, do I have any... Don't suppose I do. Nope, I do actually. Okay, cool. Right. Really still hoping for that Somber 3. Saint Trina's Torch. That could be useful. Hazo's Petal Whip. Okay. Alright, that's not really worth my time then. There's definitely things you can do to completely bully the shit out of NPCs, for sure. It's just, the problem is you can't really expect yourself to go into NPC boss fights and expect it to be a respectable time. To where you could say, well, I don't think I'm gonna try and bully this fight, I'm gonna just, you know, try to actually edge it out with a reasonable fight. You need to do that thing to make it work, pretty much. Like, you need to cheat. You need to cheat against them, otherwise it's just, you're fucking suffering.
I an old toy, perhaps.
Okay, and he's not selling shit that's useful to me. That's understandable. Okay, please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, let there be a Somber 3 over here so I can just fucking move along. It'd be so cool if Gideon just got stabbed. No, honestly, it would be really cool if Gideon just got stabbed. If he had just gotten immediately replaced with, like, an actual decent boss fight instead of him being a little piece of shit and being like, I knew you'd come. It's like, yeah, I knew I would come too, big man. Alright, there's our Somber Smithy 3. Okay, beautiful. Alright, everything else here doesn't matter. Cool. Awesome. Okay, that actually is great. That moves us up to a +5 immediately, and frankly, with that in mind, I think I might... Oh, you know what, actually, I'm right here. I do have three big-ass remembrances. Not bad. Okay, that's a lot of money.
I presume.
That's a lot of money to work off of. That is good news. Don't really need that, but I'll take it anyways, because, like I said, I have a shit ton of money. So, Shasa's up to a +5. Beautiful. And I guess if I wanted to, I could technically make the Milady my backup. You know what? With as many, like, small stones as I've been getting, why not? Alright, +10 on Milady. Cool. I don't really see myself using Milady, but I will still do it anyways, because it's something. Alright, that's a lot better. Alright, 30 there. Endurance up to probably about 15. Honestly, I guess in this case... Oh, I have one more point. Okay, sure. Dex, then. And with what we have, knowledge-wise, on Gideon, I'm just gonna go try and make the sprint through, through Carrion Manor here, or, through the school, and just see what we get out of it. Or worst-case scenario here is that we just wasted more time, frankly, so... Gideon's boss arena would be perfect for an Ornstein-like boss. Yeah, honestly, it probably would. It probably would be a good time for that. If we had gotten a better boss overall for Gideon, I would be a lot happier in a lot of ways. But, no, we have Gideon fucking Ofnir now, and... I guess I should technically be happy that they haven't added him to Night Rain yet. I'm actually surprised that they didn't add him to Night Rain for all it was worth, but like, hey, yay, I guess. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Somber 6, 7, 8, 9... Really, if we can get up to at least, like, a... You gotta be fucking kidding me. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they do that. Too many fucking times do they literally last second, like, step right in front of you like that when opening the doorways. It is annoying as piss. Okay. Not going to be useful. Yeah, not going to be useful. Cool. I don't really... I don't know, honestly, Mamba. I don't think there's many circumstances where you could improve Gideon as a boss fight or make him more worthwhile. Because honestly, at the end of the day, he's just a shit boss. If they had done something more along the lines of, I don't know, maybe. Nah, honestly, I don't want to fucking find a I don't want to find a replacement for him. Honestly, he doesn't deserve the respect of speculation. I feel he's just an annoying shit ass. I don't understand why FromSoft gave that motherfucker infinite FP. I do find that to be really annoying. Like, infinite FP for him should never have been the case. Okay, beautiful. I was kind of hoping to avoid the phase transition, but whatever, it's fine. He's gonna die instantaneously anyway, so it all works out. Alright, activate the Grace. I probably have enough to spend right now, so I'll go ahead and spend it, because, I don't know. I don't want to waste the money. Yeah, sure. At this point, I think we can probably just start pumping decks, as a primary at least. We could probably try to pump some into, I guess, Arcane, maybe, because this does bleed, but I don't really believe that that's going to do us a whole lot, so we're probably fine. It's probably nothing. Oh, okay. I mean, it's Tish. I don't see Tish happening on this run, but, I mean, I do like Tish. Alright, we're going to ignore Moore, because Moore's probably going to kill himself on the elevator. Or he'll kill me on the... Sure, okay, thanks, Moore. See you later, buddy. Okay. Yeah, sure, fuck it, we'll take that. He really just showed up to... He showed up to waste 2 flasks and die. Okay, that's understandable. Ah, Fire Giant. You know what's funny is I thought I had enough time to roll there, but apparently no, I did not. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He's Fire Gianting all over the place? This fucking asshole. He is literally doing the most Fire Giant shit known to Fire Giant. And I'm not surprised. Why did that sound like fart with reverb? That, like, weirdly sounded like fart with reverb. Alright, this is gonna do, like, almost no damage because for some weird reason, Fire Giant's just a funny boy. And his crit does not work like an actual crit. This is not good for, like, what we're going into. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really, Fire Giant? Really, dude? Fire Giant, you piece of shit. Literally the most Fire Giant-ass Fire Giant I've ever Fire Gianted. Every other step of the way was just raw Fire Giant. Like, of all the fucking moves this big, dumb, stinky asshole could have done, he said, hey, look, I know there's a set list of attacks I'm allowed to do. Let me just do every single one of the ones you are guaranteed to hate me for. Just as a quick reminder. Aren't I a fun boss? Aren't I a fun boss, guys? It's like, god damn it. I wish upon a star this motherfucker would go and just choke on it. I'm still gonna try it again because, frankly, compared to Gideon off-nearing, I think I'd rather Fire Gianting. So, I mean, I guess technically between the two of them, Fire Giant's the lesser evil. Unless for some weird reason, second phase is like Gaius or fucking... I don't think it can be Gideon off-near, but that would be incredibly cruel. That would be really fucking cruel. The angle he spawns in at is annoying as piss. I'm not sure how that hit whiffed. But sure, whatever again. Ah, fireballs, come on. Please stagger. Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about the crit spot. I'm just going to go for the head. There we go. That seems fitting. Yeah, that seems fitting. That seems so fitting right now. That's so fucking fitting. That's so fucking fitting. Of course it would be goddamn Radon. If it helps, you set it in your head. I mean, to be fair, I baited it myself. I did bait it. So, like... Oh my god. Yeah, this run is like 5 times dead. Like, I mean, it wasn't really alive to begin with, but like, now at this point, it's the rotting corpse left over afterwards, frankly, is what we're looking at. That was yeah, I was gonna say, that was a weird jump. Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, why'd my jump freak? Oh, the first jump never happened. Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense now. Yeah, indeed, back to Gideon. Because, like, okay, cool, we're gonna have suddenly issues with the skip, huh? Nice, nice, nice. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just mildly disappointed. What am I doing right now? Like, what are these jumps that I'm making? A lot of these are piss. I know what I'm doing. What the fuck am I doing? This is bad. This is just a bad performance. Gideon is better than this? Technically, yeah, technically better. Like, I might technically be able to stun lock Gideon, whereas, like... There we go. That's what was supposed to happen. You know, when it looks good. Okay, I need to hope that Gideon does not completely ruin everything for me. Because, like, there's a really strong chance he still does. But surely with our weapon leveled up and everything now... I think Okina, I remember him being okay. Alright, summoning all the lads, fuck it. We're going full summons. Surely they have to be somewhat useful. At least somewhat useful. I'm not asking for a world of difference. I'm asking for them to just not be completely fucking useless. Alright, and they are... slowly making their way downtown. That does seem fitting. Do I have anything here that could kind of cheese Gideon? Not particularly, no. Luckily, I don't believe a majority of what Gideon can throw at me right now can hit me. Because at least from this distance, I'm out of range of him. But I also have nothing with range. So, there's that. I don't think I've ever seen him make, like, not cast, I guess. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We did... Jesus Christ. At least Gideon went a lot better. Turns out it actually goes pretty well when there's genuine communication and teamwork. Oh, my goodness. Okay, alright. Cool. 90k to our name. Really? I still have to sit... Why do I still have to sit at a set of grace to do this? It just seems stupid. Alright, 235 there. Dex a little bit more. Beautiful. Alright, cool. And now we can head off to Altus. And hope for the best. Yeah, that... Okay, thank you, Gim. Yeah, that, I still can't really say that that went well, just that it simply did. We got through it. Let's hope for Mesmer. You know, for all it's worth, yeah. No, honestly, yeah. I'll take some Mesmer. I'll take some Mesmer. I love Mesmer. I'm cool with him. He's a he's not a chill dude, but like he is a fun boss fight, and he doesn't suck to fight against. So, yeah, no, I'll take him. I think I'm gonna go check this merchant real quickly. Because I have some money on me, and I might as well find a way to spend it if I have a chance to. Because if he has like a Somber 6, Somber 7, Somber 8, anything like that, then we're cooking. He had none of those. Understandable. I wouldn't want that anyways. No, that actually makes perfect sense. Okay, thank you.
Well,
Really fun boss that does not mesmer it all over you. Exactly. Now, Mesmer does a really good job of making his presence well known during the boss fight without it being annoying as piss. Like, he's not like fire gianting all over the place or shit like that. He's just chilling, you know? And he'll punish the shit out of you if you think that you are better than him. As opposed to something like Fire Giant, which basically pisses on you regardless of the circumstance. Unless it's first phase Fire Giant. First phase is... he's a boss. Your friends who are stuck on Mesmer right now disagree with us, though? Well, that's fair. I mean, like, Mesmer is hard. I would be lying to say anything other than... But, like, he's not unfair. He is not unfair. I don't really need this grace, do I? Because I'm not really planning on coming back here. Oh well, whatever. I've already made my choice. They both stated that after, like, 50 attempts that he's no longer fun. 50 attempts? What are they using against him? What are their builds? That's like my primary question here. The one thing I would say is that if they're fighting him as a co-op fight against Mesmer, Mesmer does a really fucking good job of pivoting between players. Like, intimidatingly so. Like, he is very impressive with that. So, like, I could understand if he's pivoting consistently and, like, swapping targets and bullying the shit out of whoever tries to heal. I could definitely get that, but... They started with Night Rain and then went into Elden Ring. I think I kind of see what the issue is there then in that case. Because, like, Night Rain, I'm not gonna lie, kind of teaches some really bad habits. Night Rain teaches some really, really bad habits when it comes down to it. Yeah, no. I guess I could try to wait until Mountaintop of the Giants to get the Somber Bell. It would be nice to get the upgrades immediately, but I mean, this is probably fine for the most part. Only been an hour 17 into the run so far, which is funny. Hour 17 into the run, and we're currently at an hour 30 on the stream itself, actually. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, fucking snipe me off my horse real quickly. Thank you. I told them to fight Mesmer alone. Exactly. You want to fight Mesmer alone. Mesmer, as a solo boss fight, is a lot smoother. You're gonna learn a lot more about him at that point. Oh wait, no. That's not the Somber Bell I wanted. Damn it. Okay, fair enough. That's how they beat Moog. Playing multiplayer. I mean, look, honestly, they're gonna get it at some point or another here, but Mesmer's definitely a boss fight where you cannot be playing it like it's a Night Rain kind of boss fight, frankly. Majority of the time, like, a lot of Night Rain's mechanics more or less incentivize a lot of really stupid plays, for the most part. And Mesmer's not a boss where you should be doing stupid plays. You gotta be tight about your actions against him. I'll probably get the Site of Grace that's right next to the merchant. All right, last chance. Oh, okay. Well, Somber 9. Now I don't have to buy one or find one. That's cool. Actually, you know what? I'm not opposed to that one. That was a good get. Ooh, okay, Somber 7. Give me a Somber 6, please, Daddy. I mean, that wasn't going to be a Somber 6, but, you know, still. We're going to activate this. You know what, honestly, at this rate, I'm kind of like, just kill me. Okay. I mean, I didn't really need to... Oh, well, he had to take a little nap. That's cute. Okay, beautiful.
Is our custom well?
Mesmer is a boss fight that I think you could ultimately cheese him if you really want to, like, get there. There is a way for it. But what it would require in this case is for one of them to play just aggro and to literally do nothing but drawing Mesmer's aggro, while the other one runs in there and tries to get stealthy backstabs up. That would be my primary way of thinking of it. Because whenever I do the boss fight against him and I have to summon in Horn Scent, I usually use Horn Scent just as a meat shield, frankly. And if Horn Scent dies, then you know, GG's. Who fucking cares? But... I mean, that I think is the primary method to that madness, if that were the plan. Not saying that I want to see them do that, just my overthinking brain. Luckily, they don't co-ops, don't use co-ops, co-op much. Okay, gotcha. Well, still. I mean, I think they'll probably get it at some point or another here, surely. Man, I love it when I run over an item and the game says, no, you didn't. Alright, a whole bunch of tiny cash, which is not really much a benefit to me. Okay. Did I get an extra? No, I did not. Okay. Okay, that almost deathblighted me. Shit. And they are deathblighting up the entire fucking arena. That's so cool. And I have nothing to make me immune to that, do I? Wait. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, alright. Hang on, I might have a solution here. That was kind of a lot of death blighting. I might have a solution though. I think I got the stalwart horn charm. Luckily, this boss really isn't hard per se. It's just a pain in the ass. Is a robustness that I want? I'm gonna assume yes, for the sake of argument. Yes. Wait, no, it's not robustness. Robustness doesn't do shit for me. Yeah, robustness does not do shit for me. Wow, that was cool. I like the part where I got shotgunned. Fucking absolutely obliterated. Beautiful. What's weird about this boss fight is on an average day basis, it's never a problem. And then the minute it gets randomized, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it always becomes a problem after it gets randomized. Like, almost every single fucking time. Please stop just spitting all over the fucking place. Can you not? Can you, like, absolutely not right now? Like, I get that literally there's only one way you can win your fights. Awesome, thanks. How did that whiff? Wait. Wait, curiosity. How did that whiff? How did that whiff? Big ass katana. Massive katana. Literally lengthy, girthy ass fucking blade. How did that whiff? How did that not hit the target when it's so fucking massive that it literally has no other job than to hit the target? Interesting. Interesting how that works. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna do the tried and true. Tried and true classic here. Every single time. Works every time. Fuck these specific boss fights. You know what? Good for you. You did in fact need that. No, that actually makes sense. I don't know if that's going to be enough damage for me to outpace this, but I'm going to hope for it. You know what's weird is I did press the button to roll there. Is this where I get... Oh, wait, why am I not getting any death blighting? I'm not, like, complaining necessarily the fact that, like, I'm not getting death blighted, but simultaneously that would be a situation where the game would be like, no, you get death blighted. Any chance for Sagarinos? Thank you. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. I was about to finger for that. Erdtree's Favor. I mean, it would be useful to have that right now, but I think as it stands, I'm better off having more dammies, for the most part. Okay, no worries, buddy. I'll see you in a minute. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay, so no, actually, offhanding it does... Okay, alright, I can do that then. Just gotta offhand it in order to avoid more damage whenever I'm just running around. That's easy enough. That's more than easy enough. Alright, activate the Set of Grace, and then we're going to do the skip. Surely the skip happens on the very first skip, and not on the second. Otherwise, that would be unfortunate. Alright. And skip. Hey! Okay, wasn't actually expecting to get it on the first go, so yay for me! Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's a bear. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The Erdtree is a bear? That's so unfortunate. Okay, that does not make my livelihood any more lively. I might need to fucking try and gimmick the bear. Who am I kidding myself? The bear will gimmick me. Alright, on the top rope. Okay, actually got away with that. Yay, me. Okay, cool. Alright. Just lighting the grace. We're not sitting at one just yet. Probably our next grace to sit at will actually be right after Piss Godfrey, I'm guessing. Because at that point, then, we should have some money to actually spend. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, alright, cool. Useless ass item. Thank you. Get the Site of Grace regardless right now, just because if we run into a bad situation, which we're about to run onto the tree branch, which is literally nothing more than bad situations, it's good to just prep for the eventuality that we get fucking piped. That is a terrifying enemy to be in this area. It's a terrifying enemy just in general, frankly, but, like, yeah, that is a terrifying enemy. That's also kind of a scary enemy. Scariest enemy here probably is the Pest. In all seriousness, it's probably the Pest. But it depends on whether or not the Pest knows the tech. Oh, I guess this Pest was unfamiliar with the tech. Okay, cool. We love it. We love it, a Pest unfamiliar with the tech. Okay, alright, Radagon, it's not bad. Alright, beautiful. Staggerinos. Time it out. Beautiful. Big meaty stabbers. Did not mean to do that, but okay. That was a bad roll. Understandable. Get fucking staggered, brother. A little annoying. The whiff always is a little annoying, of course. Understandable. Bad roll. Understandable. Chug a little early. Oh, that was not the attack I was expecting it to be. I mean, it works out either way in our favor, because we got away with it, obviously, but still. Not what I was expecting it to be. Erdtree's favor, honestly. Probably, yeah. The other one might provide us more stats overall, but survivability, frankly, right now is just hands down golden. And with that survivability, I could probably honestly just, like, pump raw statage at this point and not have to think about anything else. Probably. At this point, we can just kind of focus damage and just keep our butts a-moving. We still don't have a Somber 6, I believe, at this point. Which is a little bit of bummage. No Somber 6. Okay, so we need Somber 6. Jeez. I really hope we don't end up finding no Somber 6s until the end of the run. That would be a little unfortunate. Alright, get this Side of Grace. Nothing of relative value. I am glad, though, this run did get Rakshasas. Because honestly, the Rakshasas has definitely been coming in clutch. The Heavy R2 on this thing, if we had literally gotten either of the actual things that make Heavy R2s just stupidly strong, then we would be cooking, for sure. Weird how I did press the button to roll there, and the game just kind of said, no, you didn't. Anyways, Heavy R2. Understandable. Beautiful.
Shall not be forgiven.
Beautiful. Get fucking cooked, brother. Okay. Activate the gate. I just remembered something. I don't remember if this run requires all remembrances or all great runes. But I guess we'll find out. There's a really strong chance no, because I think I would have probably planned around that, but there's a chance I might have forgotten.
Allow me, you are unable to
Right, unfortunately this conversation does have to happen, doesn't it?
So I'd like to the flame and guide.
There we go.
Shall I let my share them with me?
Let's do... You know what, honestly, fuck it, health. Just do health. I don't know why I'm overthinking the process here. East Capital Rampart. Time to try and go do the skip again. And obviously, of course, get the skip on the first try again, because we're just gonna get it. Of course, obviously. It's gotta happen. You know what's funny is, I think we almost had it there. I think I just, unfortunately, curved in at the wrong time there. Or I jumped off at the wrong time. But surely we'll get it on number 2. Surely. Surely. There we go. Number 2sies. Alright. Quite a bit of distance to cover, and we also hopefully will find our upgrade materials needed to get this bad boy leveled up just that teensy tiny bit more, so we're not struggling late game for damage. As far as things stand right now, we officially have Fire Giant replacement, which is 2 bosses. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Please don't touch me again. Please don't. Please. I'm asking very politely. Okay, so we have Fire Giant, which is 2 bosses. We have Malekith replacement and our Godskin Duo replacement, which is another 2 bosses. We have our Godfrey, Yeah, we have our Godfrey replacement, we have our Gideon replacement, and then we have... Okay, so more or less we have another 8 bosses, I guess, in this case. We're not really done, but we are at the midway point of the run, more or less. Which, luckily, a lot of this at this point just kind of becomes, hey, get to the end of the game. Damn it, Somber 7. Need the Somber 6. I was about to bother with this Scarab, but I just don't really think it's worth the time waste to try for it, just because that Scarab might have what I need. While it's possible, it's more likely not going to be. So. And I believe in this case, bell bearings should be spawning in where I should expect them to be. So in this case, we should be able to get our Somber 5-6 bell bearing on the way up the mountainside anyways. Which at that point, then at least, we just need to get the money for it. So, which I think we probably have it. It's just kind of spread out. I'll probably get this Grace here just in case. It's a little too much of a run all the way back at this point for me to have to fucking run all the way back. Gotta remember unequip the Rakshasa whenever I'm just running around like this. Okay. I mean, if we can get the sub 2 hours, I would be pretty overall happy with that, for the most part at least. It's definitely not like horribly impressive, I would say, but like for a randomized run to go at least more or less this smoothly, there's definitely a good chunk of time that probably could have gone a lot fucking smoother. Okay, please don't lobster me. I'm gonna ignore that item, fuck it. I would love to normally pick it up, but not today. Oh, interesting, that was a Ghost Glove Wart. Wait, why was that a Ghost Glove Wart? I feel more than a little bit lucky there that he completely whiffed his shot. Oh. I do not want to experience what that Deathrite bird has packing in his back pocket. I am more than happy to just move along with my life. Okay, there we go. Cool. Get the side of the Grace on top of the mountain. And more or less be satisfied. Alright, now we more or less are kind of in what I would consider the running simulator of the entire run. Other than, like, the 2 Graces that will light on our way up, there's really not a lot to be done here at this point. Alright, normal smithy is over there, but we don't need normal smithy, luckily. We just need Somber, which the Somber will be kind of on our path. Should be. Okay. The fuck? You know what? Honestly, good for him. He can stay in that mountain. He can stay in that mountain just like that. Ooh, Crimson Amber Medallion. Is there actually... I can't say I want to replace any of my items for that one, but like, that would have been useful if I didn't have the Erdtree Favor, honestly. It is still kind of useful. It's just, honestly, I think the stat spread that we get out of Erdtree's Favor is just a little bit better overall. Probably. Could be Somber 8. Okay. We just need a 6. We just need a 6, and we have everything we need. Which, at this point, at least, it's gonna probably be that last stone that we pick up. Useless. Okay, all useless, but hey, still worth checking, probably. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll probably ignore the side of Grace where Millicent usually spawns. And we're just going to go ahead and book it right on over to the lake. And that'll probably be the one that we pick up. I mean, honestly, all things considered, okay. It's 20 minutes left. At least if we want to try and go for below 2 hours. 20 minutes left before we hit that 2-hour mark, roughly. We probably could do it. It's just unlikely that it's gonna happen, I would say. Just because too many variables to really take into account, and in all seriousness, there's a good chance we run into a really, really bad boss still. With 8 total bosses left. I mean, sure, it's not going to be PCR. It won't be Gideon Ofnir. It won't be Fire Giant Phase 2. But it could be... I'm sorry, I gotta remember that PCR has Phase 1 and Phase 2, but it could be PCR Phase 1. PCR Phase 1, though, really wouldn't burn us that badly, all things considered. That would be a relatively reasonable fight, so... Alright. Almost there. Alright, there's that fucking church. Alright, this corpse should have my bell bearing on it. Or not. Shit. That means we still need a Somber 6. Fuck. Okay. Alright, that does change things a little bit. Yeah, that does change things a little bit. Unless we get lucky. Which, there's no guarantee of getting lucky. I am unsure of where we could possibly go and try to even... large item piles, in this case. I'm not even sure where we could find one. That is a little unfortunate, though. Technically speaking, the bell bearing should still be on the mountainside, all things considered, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we can find it. I mean, we could spot check our boss and see what happens with it, but I don't like our odds on that one. Not very much, at least. It's not all doom and gloom just yet, but I get, well, shit. Where's the church that spawns over this way? Or not spawns, but the church that is over this way. It maybe, possibly could be the tier spawn in here. It could be. Need to kind of get in here before we end up having to deal with our Okino replacement. And it's Quellen, of course it would be. Fuck. Okay. Glovewort bell bearing, of course! Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Awesome. Okay, did not go the way that I needed it to. It would have been nice if he had just decided to throw his cheeks off the ledge for me. But, God, do I want to fucking even try and deal with him? No, not really. Not really at all. Please? Ah. Okay. Alright. Shit. This just became harder. This definitely just became harder because of the fucking bell bearing. Right. Alright, let's, I mean... Shit. I think we have to just kind of try and send it for all it's worth right now, because 7, 8, 9... Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it! That would have been such a massive get, but... And while I could technically run around and try to find it instead of going to sanity check this boss, but... That is just slower at that point. What is that? A Crucible Knight? Is that Crucible? Oh, no, it's Horaloo. Okay, alright. I mean... Hora's not terrible. I'm pretty comfortable with Hora. Unfortunate, I have, like, 0 damage buffs for him. Yeah, okay, never mind. He... Shit. Wait, I didn't even get a hit in on him. What the fuck? I thought I at least tickled his pickle once there. Oh my god, what the fuck? What does this even mean for us at this point? And what was I thinking? Not at least getting the grace right here. I was so firmly believing that I was going to get away with that. God damn it. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? I guess I could go check where the other bell bearing would normally spawn. I guess it's possible. It is totally possible that it could have spawned in here instead. It doesn't help that the run has decided to be really funny and give me nothing but +7s. Haha, a rune arc. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Damn, maybe I... Fuck, I gotta remember this for next time. Because this is actually such a fucking, like, loss. Like, now we don't have any graces to work with across the mountaintops. So that's just immediately a bad situation. Fuck, man. And if it spawned in a catacomb, that would be awful. It's totally possible, though. It is totally possible that bell bearing spawned in a catacomb. God damn it. I really don't know what else to do at this point, other than having to run back across the bridge, and I don't even fucking know reasonably. Like, I don't know where I could go that would have a big enough shop for me. I know that there's a merchant that, with a little bit of finagling, I can get to him from over here, but there's no guarantee on the merchant in this case, at least. I just have to hope to get lucky. Really do. You know what? I think... Hang on. I do think there is one potential here. I'm gonna kill this meatball. I don't believe this will be it, but hey, I mean, we'll take our chances. We're already on the slow part now at this point. Ha! Oh my god. Okay. Let's fucking... Yeah, we're already stuck in the meat grinder at this point, so it is what it is. Don't need this side of grace, but I'll get it anyways, just for that extra little bit of safety. I believe our skip is right here. However, before I do that... There is a single tree seed that I did skip. The tree seed spawn could, in this case, be what I'm looking for. It could be. So we'll fucking check. Man. Yeah, if we didn't have to worry about this, we might have actually had a chance at it. We might have had a chance at getting the sub 2, but oh well. It is what it is. Please. Smithing stone miner's bell bearing. Motherfucker. Okay, fair enough. Alright, okay. So that wasn't it. Break the statue real quickly. Possibly something of use here. Okay, never mind. That was a cute joke. Alright, get the grace, I guess, for the lake. Because I think I'm going to try to... I guess I'm probably going to try and do the skip. I really don't want to run a consistently bad fight. If I could potentially level up my weapon, that will probably instantaneously just be faster. Man, I do love it when Torrent decides to completely ignore my inputs. That's always my favorite. Torrent, baby, could you maybe, like, land on the thing when I want you to land on the thing, please? God, I do love Torrent so much. Such a good mount. If I fucking fail this, like, 2 more times, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and go the long way. Man, that was cool. I really love the part where I almost made it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try it one more time. One more time. Fucking... God damn it, come on. I'm not asking for a lot here, Torrent. I'm just... Okay, you know what? Honestly, fuck you, Torrent. Apparently, as always, you are better off in the glue factory. Technically, this makes us run through a couple more items, so, like, technically, it could potentially be a better route. And the thing is like, the merchant wasn't necessarily going to give us everything that we need in this case. That was never going to be the case for it. But... Smithing 7? Okay. Alright. I don't want to have to pivot off of Rakshasas either, because at this point in time, Milady, I don't think, is going to be a better carry for us. I just don't. Somber 8, come on. Oh, these fucking things? Okay, so my destination I'm looking for is like right there. Yeah, okay. Which in this case, I think technically means it's right down this way. Alright, there we go. Alright. Surely! Surely, merchant. Surely you have to have a Somber 6. No. No, they do not. They have a +7, though. Alright. Cool. Do I bother throwing my face right back into the same fight and seeing what happens with it? I don't think it's a smart idea, but I'm also kind of stuck at this point. Because unless I really want to dedicate a shit ton of time to trying to find one Somber 6, I'm just kind of in a bad position regardless. It kind of goes to show more or less like how these randomizers really can go and how they function and whatnot. I'm going to do a quick little spot check of the... Oh, wait. Erdtree? I did not remember this one. Is this my... Okay. Alright, cool, thanks. Thanks, game. That was awesome. That, yeah. Fucking waste of inventory space. At least I'm not concerned about my money anymore, I guess, but like, man... It's unfortunate that of all the things to do me in. Alright, I think we're running out of options here. Which means it's probably about time to go fucking deal with the fight. I thought there was a tier catcher over here. I thought there was at least. Maybe it's in a slightly different location. Whatever. Let's go run the Horaloo and see how it goes, I guess. Hey Mamba, welcome back. And who was Morgott? Morgott was a red wolf. Morgott was a red wolf. Is that exactly enough money to level up one time? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. One level up is not going to do me any favors right now. Yeah, unfortunately we hit a bit of a brick wall. And its name is Horaloo, and the fact that we can't find a single fucking Somber 6. God damn it. God damn it. Actually, wait, my curiosity here, hang on. No, they did fix that, didn't they? Ow. I mean, like, I could try. He's growling all over the place, understandable. Well, he is growling a lot, isn't he? Okay, cool. I mean, here's the thing. Damage, not bad. All things considered, damage, not bad. But also, he does that much damage to us. And you gotta remember, this is only first phase. Okay. If second phase is bad, then we're kind of just stuck. Elden Beast, I mean, it's not ideal, but, like, it is possible. Please activate the crit. Thank you. Dang, I was kind of hoping to race over there in time to beat him out of it. Okay, alright. You know what? It's going well. It's going well enough. Well enough. Well enough. Have I seen Mesmer yet? I have not seen Mesmer in this yet. Alright, could this giant fucking booch bag stop fucking dodging like every other attack? Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Of course he was gatekeeping the Somberstone Bell Bearing. Why wouldn't he be? That is a very Elden Beast kind of thing to be done. Yeah, that makes sense. Too much sense, in fact. God damn it. Okay, well, at least now we have our weapon levels. Yay. Alright. I think I'm gonna head back, and we're gonna get our weapon leveled, and then comes the final rush. Godskin Duo could suck. Godskin Duo could suck, but Godskin Duo does not work. It will only be one boss replacement. It's not two bosses for Godskin Duo. Godskin Duo is its own entity as a boss. So it's not going to end up being two bosses. Now, that being said, it could still be an awful time. Like, honestly, like, it could still be awful. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but yeah. Right, yes, I forgot the whole part of I need to buy the thing to do the thing. Doi. My ass. We're closer. We're closer and closer. I ran too far. Here we go. Beautiful, there we go. I don't think we need anything else here. No. No, we don't. I'll buy the seed and, honestly, talisman pouch. Why not? Let's do... Honestly, yeah. Sure. More health. More health, more good. Alright, cool. Let's go level up our big ol' katana real quickly, and then we're off to the... Damn, Dialos, you really did choose the slutty armor, didn't you? Am I doing DLC or just base game? This is a base game 80% on this one. Technically speaking, though, I guess it is DLC as well, considering we are fighting DLC bosses in the base game, but yeah. I'm gonna leave myself 15k left over just as a little emergency fund. Just as a little emergency fund. Mount of the Giants, Forger of the Giants, there we go. Alright, cool. Alright, I would say in this case, we could probably just pump Dex pretty well. Let's do a little bit of Dex and tiny bit of Vigor, I guess, and yeah, that seems reasonable. We might end up doing, like, what I'd call twink percent at some point or another. Which twink percent would be getting it all the way through the DLC up to Consort Radahn. Actually, we'll see how tonight goes, frankly, because I might end up... Tonight was kind of planned to only be one stream, and I'm gonna tell you right now, please keep in mind, there's a really good chance I'm fucking talking out my ass right now. Because there's no guarantee that we have a stream later on tonight, too. But if we do, I might do base game twink percent, as I'm calling it. And we might see how that goes. We might. That would not be randomized, however. That would actually just be the base game, because that is directly on console, and right now I'm actually on puppy sitting duty. I had some free time this weekend to stream, so I did. But I might have some more free time tonight, potentially. I highly doubt it. I would like to. I would like to do twink percent though. It is fun. That was a really magical jump. I'm very surprised it didn't hit me. At this point, we really don't need any more items. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably too tempted to pick them up regardless. So, there's that. Speaking of just general things, like, how are we doing time-wise anyways? Heh, okay, 210. Alright, yeah, we're not cooking in any capacity at this point. It's, time-wise, we've lost a lot of time. I don't need that bell bearing. Or that grace. We'll get this grace, though. Talisman of All Crucibles. I do not remember what this one does. I think this one is specifically DLC. I do not trust that bleed dog to not turn around and immediately try to bleed my butthole. So, yeah. In all seriousness, though, there's a good chance that there is no stream later tonight, but I think I still want to do a Twink percent while I'm on my Elden Ring kick at the moment. I kind of want to do some, like, various runs and whatnot that would be fun. It's actually something I'm asking the Discord about, just in general right now. Like, I put it out just to say, like, hey, what are some challenge runs that people want to see? And one of the ones was the Claw run that we just got done wrapping up. So, like, yeah, I am kind of more in a headspace right now to play more Soulsborne. The number of times I get a fucking concussion from those dudes is one too many. Of course, I can't give you an exact number because I'm concussed. I guess we could have technically just tried to jump over the rafters. Like, worst case scenario, we die. But whatever, I'd rather this grace anyways. It's a little bit safer-ish. Okay. Alright, Godskin, Malekith. Ah, PCR. Okay, alright. Alright, you know what, that's I'm not going to do that. As easy as it would be to completely nuke him and just take advantage of the situation, I'm not going to do that. Surely he activates now. There we go. Okay. So this is not going to be full PCR, because PCR is 2 bosses. Yeah, second phase is not inherently linked to first phase. But he sure does like to fucking throw rocks in my face like second phase, so there's that. Big meaty stab. Rolled. Rolled. Light stab. Rolled, rolled. Roll. Walk away. Big meaty stabbers. Light stab. Light stab. Big meaty rolls, big meaty rolls, run away, big meaty stabbers. Whoa, where's that stagger meter? Where is that stagger meter, actually? Curiosity. Radon, where are you putting that stagger meter, buddy? Easiest attack ever to dodge. Which I kind of appreciate the fact that they make the big, showy, flashy attack, like, stupidly easy to dodge. Understandable. That was almost all my health. Radon, baby. What the fuck? I really threw at the last minute. To be fair, I wasn't expecting... I really was not expecting him to not stagger a single fucking time. Admittedly, the lack of staggers for the entirety, and yeah, sure, you can say, oh, well, it's a katana, so it doesn't really make sense that the katana would stagger a whole lot. No, this is a great katana, and I was doing a bunch of charged R2s to this man. The range on the Radon blades has never, ever made sense. Starting to regret not just punishing the shit out of him for not activating properly. The thing is the fight's fine. We got it in the bag. I just need to not, you know, suck. It's really all it comes down to. Of course he could start the fight off with his fucking lamest move. And of course he could do it again. I think this is the one with the follow-up? No, it was not. Well, we got the roll there, but still mostly just annoyed. Radon, you wanna... Thank you, buddy. You know, the stagger has to exist in there somewhere, right? Come on, Radon. Of fucking course he's doing bullshit to me. Why wouldn't he? Alright, chug. Since I am in danger range. Dude, the staggers, come on, man. Fucking jeez, Radon. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and cash this money in right now, honestly, because I want to just make sure it gets spent. There we go. Cool. Alright. Now comes the mad sprint on down. That felt like that was gonna be bad. I'm glad it wasn't, but still. Just kind of felt like it was going to be bad. Okay. Still a chance to get sub 230, I guess. So we're going to hope for the sub 230, I guess, in this case. It really just, it's kind of just boss dependent. If we get bad bosses, Malekith's going to be 2 bosses, Gideon's only 1 boss, Hora's 2 bosses, Hora is 2 bosses, and then so is Elden Beast. Just kind of have to hope Bird Skip goes relatively well. Alright, here's hoping the enemy guarding Bird Skip isn't bad. It is... Is that a rat? Oh. No. But I'll take it. Alright, there we go. Yump. Okay, very cool. I love it when the game says, no you didn't. I never quite understand why the physics there just sometimes just say, no you didn't. It is the one thing that is highly inconsistent about that skip, for sure. but it is still technically faster in the long run. As opposed to actually having to run all the way around to get over to the other bridge. This is just one little skippy skip, hop jumping away. And as long as you technically get the skip within like 2 or 3 or 5 attempts roughly, it is faster. It is just faster. Alright, double fisting, beautiful. Yeah, like that. You just gotta get it within like a couple handful of tries and you're good to go. Now granted, technically speaking, I think I've seen people do that at a much slower pace than what I do, but I am fucking reckless. Yeah, no, I'm just reckless. That's really the through line there. Okay. Alright, we are gonna go get this this grace regardless. Reckless as I may be, I'm not stupid enough to say no to a side of grace. There we go. Cool. Something I don't really still understand, or even why it's in the game at this point, is in Elden Ring Night Rain, why they ever bothered putting the little witching branch talismans into the game, the one that prevent rune loss. I don't really understand why they did that. Ah, okay, well, we found him. And it's phase 1 Mesmer. Okay, alright, I mean, that's fine. You know, if I had rolled a little better than that, then I think Mesmer would have been at least a little bit impressive. Okay, admittedly, that is on me. I forget if we have to beat out his full health bar. I believe we do. I believe it is a full Mesmer fight in this case. So we don't really get an easy out here. It's the entire health bar or we don't get anywhere. But in all seriousness, we should be fine here. The weapon we currently have is really fucking good. The Azure War is kind of lackluster. It is. But other than that, I mean, as long as Mesmer continuously does this for the opener, we're vibing. Because that is just a free chunk. What's weird is I did press the button to roll. But we'll take it. We'll take the freebie. Oh baby, look at all that damage. And there's a Mesmer put in the grave. Beautiful. Alright, surely it's not going to be like Mesmer Phase 2, right? Ah, Radon. Hey, buddy. I was just thinking how much I missed you. What the fuck was that? Wait, what the fuck was that? Who died there? Roll in front. big meaty Leonard pokes. Alright, beautiful. Alright, face forwards. Beautiful. Alright, second phase begins. I'm really glad he didn't get any of the finishers on me, because that would have been unfortunate. Please don't try to finish my dick. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright. Awesome. That's another one down.
I covered destined death.
Okay. Now we have our Gideon replacement, Horalu replacement, and our Radagon Elden Beast replacement. Shit. Okay, yeah, never mind. 230 is not happening. 230 is probably not happening for us, not unless we really, really fucking booked it. Which, admittedly, I think if I tried to really, really book it, I'm gonna probably die worse at that point. So it's probably better we just play it out safely-ish. And just work around that, honestly. Still, though, all things considered, can't complain. I mean, first time doing this in some time, and I mean, like, yeah, we definitely ran into some massive brick walls during this, but other than those brick walls, I mean, yeah, we mostly got what we wanted out of it. I do prefer to run the randomized speedruns like this with the stone upgrade path as it is. Otherwise, you pretty much literally just have to bank off of getting a good somber run, and I don't really vibe with that as much. It just kind of becomes annoying, reasonably. So yeah, not that this is gonna do a lot for me, but hey, you know what? Actually, that was a nice little chunky chunk of health back. Okay, cool. Who's it gonna be? Ah, Putrescent. Putrescent in this arena. Can I start attacking immediately? Yes, I can. I don't believe Putrescent bleeds, which makes this a little annoying. Yeah, admittedly, this may be a little annoying as piss, now I'm thinking about it. Because Putrescent doesn't... I don't believe Putrescent bleeds. Putrescent the Gatekeeper, of course. Naturally. Thing is I don't think I have a secondary option here that would otherwise make up the difference in terms of the holy damage needed. I mean, Letta's Sword potentially could have. Letta's Sword potentially could have, actually. Devonia's Hammer, we can't wield that properly, so that would have been out of the question. And I'm pretty confident we don't have any, like, massive Ashes of War that otherwise would have made up the difference for us, right? No. No, we do not. Okay. Alright, so pretty much it's Putrescent. Putrescent or bust. Cool. I'm gonna chug a little early here. What is this guy doing? Oh my god, he does legit so much damage. stagger, please? Would a stagger be available in the near future for me? Ah, that was really cool. Okay, cool. I do hate to say it, but this might just be the fucking GGs on it. This might very well just be the GGs. Getting putrescent here is highly unfortunate. Because at this point, honestly, there's no real way to get around putrescent without suffering. Okay, that was a weirdo attack. Wait, did he lose aggro? Oh, you fucking bastard. This camera angle sucks, but like, comically, keeping him in a corner like this might actually be the best possible answer for me. Yeah, like actually keeping him in a corner like that might be just the best possible thing for me. Can I like cheese this by like just standing out? Oh, wait, did he accidentally puke all of his puke up on top? Idiot. I mean, we'll take it. Freebies are free. Beautiful. Okay. Please, big meaty crits. You know, admittedly, that wasn't that meaty of a crit, but hey, sure, whatever. Okay, I need like 2 seconds to breathe, sir. Thank you. Oh, okay, alright. So close. He's doing it again. Okay, he seems to... Never mind. Did not work the way that I wanted it to. No! No! Oh, God, and we're so fucking locked into our current build that there's honestly not a better option for us. This is the build at this point. Fuck. I don't know what he's doing right now, but I am about it. I'm less about it now. Please, sir, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want a little bit of peace of mind. If the worst thing he does to me is kicks me a couple times with his horse, that isn't that bad, right? Okay, alright. Okay. I was kind of figuring that would be the phase transition, but he did not phase transition, so we'll take it. All right, get your ass back here. Okay, okay. No! What the fucking... What was I doing? I was right there! I just had to win! I threw. I'm not even gonna hold it. That was just bad. That was just bad performance. God damn it. Alright, I think I'm gonna give him, like, one more time here, and otherwise the run... I mean, the run is already, obviously, like, super dead. He keeps doing this little, like, forget me aggro shit, and while I kind of really like it and want to take advantage of it, he doesn't let me take advantage of it. Okay, I was gonna say, it would have been really annoying if his limbs kept me trapped there, but luckily we got away with it, so... Okay. No, this is good, this is good. He's gonna... All the flames are gonna go on the roof. Squeeze the... Okay, alright. I think at this point the man's kind of cooking me. Like, we can do this, and it's totally possible. It's just unfortunate that of everything... I mean, there's obviously a shit ton of obstacles in the game that would have otherwise made this just not possible. Okay, alright. Honestly, if we could keep him trapped back here in this little corner, I think we're cooking. I do genuinely believe that we're cooking. Yeah, in fact, I think it's literally being proven right now how quickly he's getting cooked in this corner. Now, granted, that also applies to me when he decides to fucking ground pound my butthole into smithereens. But still. Then he goes right into the ceiling and his attack... What the fuck? How'd that hit me? Okay, admittedly, he's kind of changing the game on me a little bit here, and it's a little unfortunate. Okay, yeah, that wasn't very good, but sure, we'll take it.
humans become
Okay. Alright.
not even you.
Okay, here's hoping our final 4 bosses have a bleed bar. If they have bleed, we can win. And get maybe a sub 3. Holy shit. It's not very good, or honestly, yeah, like that's the thing. It's like finishing the run at this point. Like, yeah, we're not cooking. This run is definitely not fire. But you know, yeah. There were a lot of things that did go well with it, but like, unfortunately, the things that needed to go best just did not go best. So there's that. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what our Godfrey replacement is. Here's hoping Godfrey has 2 good replacements. There's a really strong chance that it's not, though. Okay, all right. Fire Giant Phase 1 does not suck. That's actually pretty reasonable. Beautiful. Alright, now he's gonna do his little buffing bullshit. This is yet another boss that's de-aggroed. Which is just kind of interesting. Wait, this is yet another boss that's what the fuck? Why are they de-aggroing so much? Beautiful. Okay, honestly, that was a really good fire giant. That was a really good Phase 1 fire giant. Moose. Okay. Alright, Moose kind of sucks, but Moose isn't the worst thing ever. Oh no, it's Ancient Elder. Okay. Shit, never mind. It's worse. I have to hope for that stagger at the right time. Alright, he's gonna suck for health. Unfortunate, but fucking hell. That's kind of the annoying part about Ancient Moose. Is that you really just kind of have to deal with it. Like, it's not a hard boss fight by any means, but it's definitely one of those boss fights that, like, it's easier because you're more likely to come to it when you already have a decent kit. Awesome. Nothing like a whiff. Is that gonna be suck? That is gonna be suck. Yep. Awesome. Probably chug a little early just to be safe. Luckily, it seems like the Moose just spawns right back in on top of itself, so yay. Moose doesn't bleed, but honestly, it's not that bad. Another suck. Luckily, I think the suck gets weaker and weaker as the fight goes on. Really, that whiffed. Sure it did. Awesome. Let me guess. Suck. Okay. All right, not a bad Godfrey. It really wasn't a great Godfrey, but yeah, it could have been worse. So. Totally doesn't even matter, but fuck it. Alright, now we just have to hope for a good Radagon Elden Beast. As long as they can both bleed, I'm happy, I think. As long as they can both bleed, I'm happy. As long as it's not like Gaius into... Okay, Renala... Okay, we can deal with Renala. Renala's fine. Yeah, Renala is just fine. Like, don't get me wrong, she does a lot more damage during this shit, but it's mostly fine. Mostly fine. Oh my god. That's a whole lot of Orbeez. Okay, alright, there we go. 3 flasks in a dream. Elden Dragonkin. Okay, I mean, that's actually not that bad. It's not awesome, but, like, it's not that bad. I say as he fucking does a shit ton of damage to my health bar. And makes me whiff multiple times, because he's a big ol' stinky asshole. You know what's funny is I did actually roll there, and the game just kind of lied. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that was a bad roll. Any chance I could get a stagger before this goes poorly for me? Alright, phase transition. Unfortunate for me. Alright, I just have to play really well. That's all I have to do here. I believe these guys can bleed. Unfortunately, he's kind of just avoiding, like, fighting me good and proper, like, a lot. Okay. Alright, this is fine. Whew, okay, and there we go. And that would be time. All right. Cool. Cool. I guess we did that at roughly... That was 2 hours, 49 minutes, and give or take probably about 40 seconds, roughly. Not a great run by any measure, honestly, at the end of the day, but like, you know what? It went well enough. I can't fully complain. So, and honestly, it was the first time I've done a randomizer speedrun like this in a little bit, so cool. But let's go ahead and say goodbye to our boy Wilfred Worf. As quickly as he was born, he is now put right back in the trash, as he needs to be. But yeah, that's gonna have to be it for today, folks. Thank you all for joining me, if you joined me. If you had a good time, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It helps out a literal ton and a half. It means a ton and a half to me. I think that's pretty much going to be it for tonight, though, folks. Thank you all again. Please take care, and like I said, more than likely not going to be a secondary stream tonight with Twink% on the mind. But we probably will be doing a Twink% run sometime here in the future, I imagine. So we'll see where we are when we get there. But either way, take good care of yourselves. I'll see you all later. Yeah, have a good night.